Okay, hello. Chris here again with the pre-market analysis and preparation using Process Trader. Just want to show you about yesterday that I filled it up at the end. I show you the very first trade I took, then I complete the rest. Pretty good process score, and yeah, also in terms of P&L that was aligned, which is nice to see, of course. And also some AI report coming from the platform, and yeah, as well as the notes, as I show you in the yesterday as well. The summary of notes is also generated by the AI, the mood summary as well. It was a very quick day yesterday, right? Yeah, hopefully every day would be exactly like that. But yeah, we know it's not really the case. But yeah, let's start. So log in today, September 18th. Let's go to the monthly chart. I'm going to hide all the key levels, and we see again extremely strong. So weekly, exactly the same. Same weekly. Of course, we're making new all-time highs. That's what we expect. Days, interesting. Daily is up as well. Yesterday, however, was pulled back to the EMA, just here, right? I mean, in terms of, again, this gap was between September and December contract. This gap, which is questionable, was filled, right? But I'm not totally sure. To be honest, I'm not an expert in rollovers, all the technicality behind that. I'm just not. Okay, so I cannot say, okay, there are certain participants who are trading this in a technical level. I don't know. But anyways, it was a big push down, and buyers tried to take it up. I mean, in terms of 24 hours, the market was negative, but then today is just pushing up, you know. Okay, that is the top-down analysis. Now let's go to what happened yesterday. And we see, right, RTH session was negative. Was FOMC, of course, meeting at 8, and we see the spike, right? And volume following that as well. In terms of volume profile, I can say it's kind of a P-shape or balance. We will see it more in the market profile. You start seeing more or less the picture when you get used to that. But yeah, I mean, in terms of settlement, was at volume point of control above VWAP, so that is bullish. Of course, was a important day in terms of news, and that normally takes out of a lot of technical levels, right? VWAP, excess at the lows, right? However, was an inside day, right? Ended up being closing inside the prior day. Okay, then now I display my levels, then I go from there. So value migration actually is overlapping down. still up and down. Okay. Okay, then we have our overnight session low down here at the sell line. So basically, we will talk about the overnight session, right? I mean, we have this tick. I just want to go through the levels. So now, volume point of control migrated down actually to the settlement. Value area high, there, overnight high, new all-time highs, week overnight level. Now, got taken, no, not really. I mean, it's the overnight session challenging this, the all-time high during the overnight session on the 16th, Tuesday. Now we're making a new one, but I will keep this level there, okay? Actually, it was a pullback from there, very mechanical, right? So the all-time high continues to be there in the RTH, right? So yesterday's high down here, where we have yesterday's low. Now we see a big push down, right? To, wow, yeah, whoa. Okay, yeah, it was big. This naked point of control actually was taken out, right, from that day. Okay. Here we have excess. This is the excess I was talking about. Again, we will see it, of course, in the market profile, but I think it's an important level. So slow. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. This VWAP taken out. I will set this VWAP as well. Now we have got the VWAP. This point, market is above that as well. So kind of very bullish sentiment after the FOMC meeting yesterday. And that is what we have. Volume point of control and value up there. So overnight session. Inventory and long. Value migrating up. Opening. Up. Big. Right. So the gap is measured from the prior day high or low. That is how I do it. That is how Jim Dalton is doing it. And the inventory is from the settlement, so 100% long, right? Okay, so key levels here is this overnight, the prior all-time high during the ETH session, the all-time high in RTH session, right? Then prior day high. So we have a lot of levels where either we don't have any volume there down here or key technical levels. Okay, we can also at 8 the VWAP from the FOMC, which is virtually the same as the yesterday's VWAP. I would keep it there. When the VWAPs are too similar, the anchor VWAPs are too similar, I just keep one, and normally it's the prior day, to be honest. But it could be that this is not even playing out today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, we don't know. Okay. Then let's go to, this was the overnight session. Yes, we still are in there. Next week. Let's see about the ATR now. Is high. ATR is around 8 points. It was even higher, right? It's around 10 almost. So which is high. And also we see the actual beautiful action, right? The first standard deviation of VWAP from VWAP here, which is very early in the morning before in London. It's when Frankfurt opened. Then we have 9 is when London opens. Basically every action is above the first standard deviation of VWAP. Tested textbook. Crazy. Boom. Century figure. a very nice, so it was 24,700, so 56 points from the first validation of VWAP. Very nice. Okay. So the action during the overnight session is very active and decent volume, seems like. Footprint shows a lot of volume at the high, so impulse that tried to keep the price there. Then we have the RTH session. Okay, looks not perfectly like a P shape, which means in terms of auction market theory, short covering, right? But I know we had this big news. Also, price closed up. The volume point of control was up, so there was not enough time to really see acceptance or not. But the overnight session is accepting that and just keeps going. We have a lot of singles here, but that is overnight session information, so it's not, I don't follow that so accurate one. Okay. So high volume nodes, any truly important one could be, okay, this is interesting somehow. I didn't move the, okay. Sure, okay, maybe it was a glitch. I think the volume is way too close here between these two. So it's either here, the volume point of control, or up here. Seems quite similar, but this is the settlement is also important. So besides that, yeah, we have some accumulation here, right? So after the news, I could mark it, it's not a huge one, but it's important. I mean, from there, boom, shoots up. So that is something. High volume on the settlement, high volume here. I would keep it like that. Okay. I anchor the VWAP. It's fine. So let's check how many hours I slept. This time was a bit less than average. Yes, stress level, we are 3. So much work to do. Yeah, partially actually. I mean, it's quite late for doing my analysis. Normally try to do it earlier, but I really had other things to do before. And yeah, so we have news and 2:30. Okay, so basically is we are 12 minutes to go there to this news. Pre-market routine, yes, of course. Let's analyze. In the meantime, I'm taking the screenshot of the whole picture here. Today shows 2 notable outliers, lower sleep. Very important. This is my data, so based on my data these days, I need to be more careful, right? Let's see. Okay. Full market, full context. Okay, and then I will leave it there and see what happens first after the news, and then hopefully I'm patient enough to wait for the open at New York. See ya.